use, you know, only English, that I still, you know, I still do my best to understand other languages and you know, just, yeah, to absorb as much as I can in that sense. So thank you so much for that. However, game 2 is upon us, boys and girls. Just to get that plane path, it's pretty good going diagonally south, east to the northwest.
Yeah, quite good and quite balanced, pretty balanced for all teams, I think so. So maybe it's going to be not so aggressive, like maybe gameplay. We'll see later. But over here, RNG, who is not really aggressive on the first game, but I really love how XZ1 play, how he maintained to do the how to do the clutch 1 versus 3. But over here, this is Monte Nuevo. Yes, this is Monte Nuevo. There's already 2 squads, Zeus and Eagle. Okay, there's 2 squads in Monte Nuevo.
There's 2 teams in Monte Nuevo. Now, they both dropped here yesterday as well. And it was Zeus that came out on top quite confidently as well. It was the first game of the day, and it was a great way for them to kick off what ended up being a very strong game. So if it goes the same once again, I could see Zeus once, you know, really getting a very strong result in this game number 2. You can see Godless, he's kind of flanking around on the other side of the road, and that's going to allow them to get a couple more angles and information on where the members of Eagle Esports are.
Yeah, they know, they already got the angle, already got the information as well, because when you drop from the airplane, you will saw another parachute that's not only from your teams. That's why you're going to be very careful as well, just like IC did. Because this is the FPP mode, you cannot pick too long. If you pick too long, you will get shot.
Exactly. If you peek, you gotta reposition extremely quickly, and Darty is gonna be the first casualty in this fight, knocked down at the hands of Zio. Now Icy's gonna come in, he gets a knockdown onto Dakon, although he is on his own, he has to try and play around. Icy's gonna come in, nice play, he gets another knockdown, but he's gonna, of course, be taken out. However, a nice play and nice teamwork comes through, and that's gonna be ably cleaning things up. Zeus taking down Eagle Esports just like that.
Yeah, it is a very fast fight, I think. This is a very good body system also coming in from Zeus. Look at the double pick that they did when someone coming in from the 2E, from the Eagle Esport, they coming in, but another player from Zeus directly doing the backstab from behind.
It's just so good, like, and that's what I talked about with even just the pinch that Zeus had with even Godless on the other side of the road, right? It's that blanket effect as an engagement. Yeah, okay, the risk of maybe getting picked off one by one is kind of there, but how aggressive Zeus were, there's absolutely no chance that was gonna happen. So really good stuff from Zeus.
Yeah, I think Jumper is going to be ended from RNG. He do the split as well, like he's all alone, no one is going to back up him. On the other side, this is Huya from China. Oh yeah, this is the Chinese team. They coming from the Los Leones.
Did you know in China they're considered tier 2?
This one, Huya?
Yeah, they're considered tier 2 in China.
Really?
Yeah, yes, seriously, yeah. Because they qualified from what's called a PEI like wildcard event that involved like tier 2 Chinese teams. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know.
But their gameplay in this
I know
in this tournament is like tier 1 gameplay.
Yeah. I know.
Somebody I mean like there are some people also told me like this Huya team is the streamers team.
I don't know if that's the case. Maybe actually that makes sense because it's the streaming services team. Yes, I think that's the case in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, as far as I know, they're a tier 2 team.
Okay, So it's very mind blowing as well because their gameplay is very aggressive, especially the Yamao playing like LMAO.
that's what that's the joke we were using yesterday, all right, you know. Yeah, they were playing so good, like 2 chicken dinners yesterday. It's just
Yeah.
crazy to know that there's like, because that's the thing, we think of the teams in PEL and the top teams in competitive, it's like we think of those as like they're the only best teams in China, but it's like there's so many like tier 2 teams who are well capable of like competing in they just didn't obviously qualify for whatever reasons, and you see them in a global event like this and they're playing like they're, you know,
Yeah.
like they've been competing with the tier 1 teams for years and years and years.
Okay, I cannot imagine if the tier 2 is like this. What's going to be if the tier 1 gameplay?
Man, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's great practice for them as well to be competing against Weibo, RNG, and the global teams, of course. It is great experience for them in this event.
Yes, correct. And we're going to see how on the second match. I really hope another global teams can catch up and
So do I.
show them that we can play also in this
Like,
mode, because this is a really hard mode, right? Oh my god. I cannot imagine if I'm playing with hardcore mode. Even if I play PUBG Mobile without headset, without earphone, I cannot play it very well.
it's crazy. Like, Weibo have a 49-point lead in first, and they've won 4 out of the 6 games so far. They won 4 out of the 6. Like, that is just crazy coming out from Weibo. But RNG, who have yet to pick up a chicken dinner so far, the other Chinese team competing in this event, are gonna keep the pressure onto the members of Team Seeker. And this is something that, you know, I really criticized Team Seeker for yesterday, that I thought they might fix coming in today, is that kind of split drop, that separation that they've shown in these games, where even though RNG are split up, they're split up in the right way where they're able to support each other. Although, as I say that, Liquid and Luxy together from BTR in the blue gets a cheeky third party onto RNG. I still agree that Team Seeker are too heavily split apart in the early parts of this game, but RNG unfortunately getting called out by BTR.
Yeah, correct. And RNG just directly run away, of course, because they need to save the placement as well. But Team Secret, they already lose 2 members in this early game. This is not a good situation for them as well. Oh my god, Fabian, we're going to have a welcome shot for BTR. No. Look at Zaxi. The vehicle already almost broke it. Oh my god, the vehicle exploded.
Yeah,
okay.
BTR. Oh, feels bad, man. You've lost 2. Oh, man. I don't know if that should have happened. And we see a replay of Weibo getting a kill on one of the members of Dingo's in the bike. No less, as Mad Toy goes down. You have Geek Squad losing Morty at the hands of Mafia Boy DRS, climbing back on what was a poor engagement onto the last player of RNG in game number 1. And Liquid, Luxy, they're under pressure. Warriors are feeling confident right now.
Yeah, Luxy and Liquid now is being catched by the team from Korean. Junie is trying to find another player from BTR. Look at Sung, already prepared the grenades as well. But Junie still screening from the outside. And I think it's going to be a hard situation for them. But look at Liquid. He's trying to spray down another player from the WRS, but it's going to be a very hard fight.
Oh, no.
Because look at the Korean team. Look at the Korean team set up. They already set up very well. 2 inside the house, 2 outside from the house as well. It's going to be a clutch, I think, from Luxy. Look at that. Luxy, the last man standing, must be eliminated as well.
Like, I thought Liquid's disengagement from the building onto that low ground dip was perfect. It was really good, and you can see he actually did get a little bit of pressure. But I don't get why he re-entered the building in that capacity, right? Because you've already committed yourself to separating from your teammate, right? You've committed yourself. You can't expect to recommit yourself. You know what I mean? It's like getting, like
I get it.
you can't do that because too much
That's
time
why.
has passed where your opponents have been able to surround that building, like you said, two inside the building, two outside the building.
Yes.
It was a poor mistake by Liquid.
Yeah, correct. Because if you're not committed to one action, it's going to be very hard in this mode.
Exactly.
Just like what they did, they kind of not committed. Like Liquid, he's really don't know what to do. He going out and getting in again. That's why it's going to be a very hard situation. Because if they commit to this engage 100%, I think they still can manage to survive for the next circle.
Indeed, indeed. Now, as the circle has shifted over to the west, you have La Bandita in play. Minas Duralis as well, which still holds a couple of teams. Valdez is on the sidelines. I think it's Power Triple Eight that's inside Minas, which I'm honestly not a fan of. I'd like to see them disengage away from this area. But La Bandita, you have that massive kind of, boulder circle. It's a great spot to hold on to, but it sometimes, and situations like this, little bit tricky to control right when it's in the center of the circle, so teams are gonna have to be very cautious playing around that area.
Yeah, it's very tricky. Like as you said before, from Huya, oh my god, they strikingly can get one by one player from GeekFam who's doing the rotation, but Aldino is trying to survive. But look at here, 74 is going to catch him. I don't know why, but Chinese teams always rush for the vehicles, always chasing the vehicles, just like 74 did for now. And Aldino strikingly have one small shack to get some cover, but oh no,
Wow.
the hole over there is going to be advantage.
And then Tom's desperately kind of goes for a rotation into that building, and this is what I call I wouldn't say lack of preparation, but panic rotation, right? As in when you rotate, not only in this kind of circle shift where it's centralized around La Bandita, you can't really expect to rotate late and enter the side of La Bandita without getting in some way caught out. You're coming across an open field, and then if you don't have a plan B or a plan C, that's it. You're running around like a headless chicken. And that's what GeekFam did, right? They separated, they split apart. They didn't seem to know what they wanted to do. And again, it's just a little bit of a feels bad, man, because I expect better from Geek.
Yeah. Moreover, if on the FPP mode, when you drive the car, you cannot see another angle. You only see the vision from
fair.
Yeah, from the dashboard. It's going to be very hard if your rotation getting caught by another team.
Yeah.
That's why they got panic attack.
But that's why you gotta have a plan B and a plan C, and you've really got to know where you want to go. Because if you don't, if you're not able to get that information, you are dead right. That was a great point with the perspective of FVP in a vehicle, because that's actually something I did overlook, to be fair. As Warriors have moved across from Minas Generalis, which I think is really good. And that's why I recommended Power Triple Eight move away from Minas Generalis, because in my opinion, now Power Triple Eight are pinched by both Valdez and Warriors. Should the next phase move down, it kind of does. Still, Power Triple Eight are inside the circle. It's centered quite nicely. HVMB looking very good in this phase. And Reject Scarlet, they are split up, but I really like where they are currently positioned.
Yeah. From the previous match, I don't really saw a lot actions from Power 88, but I hope for this match they will catch up again, because what I know, Power 88 is a very aggressive team from the PMPL Thailand as well. They have a very good player from Power 88. But for now, we're going to see also another setup from another teams like Huya. Once again, the Chinese teams is going to get the higher ground. And very early, they already get the 14.
Reject Scarlet. or Reject, as they're actually just known as. They were formerly known as Reject Scarlet, but they changed their name to just Reject, going up against the players of DRS. Global tournaments recently, they looked very confident, but of course, this is a very different kettle of fish. Divine gets stabbed in the back by a Gayalzen. Great play by DRS. Use the Molotovs to reposition and expose Divine into the open to get that knockdown. I don't think the revive is going to come through, but I also can't see DRS pushing on that to really confirm that kill as of yet. So Divine will probably just bleed out. And that's why I recommended on that circle shift for Reject to join up as a full squad super quickly, because I really think it would have allowed them to defend the engagement from DRS a lot more confidently.
Okay. But I think from Define, oh yeah, he cannot be safe anymore. Reject is on the hard position, remaining one last man standing. And now Weibo, we're going to meet another Chinese team. Chinese versus Chinese for now. On the edge of the circle, look at Yamao already making the grenades. This is the setup trap. This is the grenade trap that they always did. They always do when a squad rushing in with a vehicle. But
China against China.
Yeah,
China against China. Now, for FA74, sorry, for 74, should I say, I really think he needs to kind of find a better angle. As much as he's supporting his teammates, I don't think it's enough to really suppress Weibo, because Weibo are together in a 2-2 spread. And Hugo is going to get knocked down. That's going to put more pressure on the Huya. I can see Ming and BBZ going to be pushing on forward. Yamao going to be holding down. You can hear the comms coming on through as the players of Weibo driving forward. Yamao does reposition. He predicts where the players of Weibo are going to be. Leader gets caught out. That's great play by Yamao. That is 9 million IQ positioning by Yamao. He knew exactly what Weibo were going to do, and that reposition was on point. And now CJ is going to join in on the mix. It's a clean 3v3, and they actually kind of swap positions as ZZ9 gets knocked down. 74 makes that spot work as Weibo do have the comfort of the building. The revive will probably be pulled off, but that gives time for Huya to turn the tables and suppress Balance and pincer the players from Weibo inside that building. A couple of mollies, a couple of grenades. I can see Huya come out on top and take down the current leaders of the PEI.
Yeah, all of the angles. He tried to shoot, he tried to predict. It's a very nice game sense played by Huya, but now 74 is going to cook the grenades, going to throw it, but what? A nice counter from BBZ. He knew he get the shot, he got the angle from the very small hole, but for now Yamao is going to do another repositioning, I think. He's going to flank from another side, and look at that! Another shot from Yamao coming in, and another! Oh my god, another crazy shot! This is an IQ 200's gameplay from Yamao.
It was all Yamao. That fight win was overall all Yamao. Great play by Hugo as well. Great play by CJ, to be fair, but that was really all Yamao, just absolutely on top. Okay, Weibo, you are human after all. You are human after all. You're not invincible. Great player. I know it was another Chinese team, but it is kind of, there's something a tiny bit satisfying to see the leaders go out early on in this game. 10 teams left, 31 players alive will allow RNG and Zeus to maybe get back up into in terms of the overall standings. Power AAA under pressure on that disengagement away from Minas Generalis, which I recommended that they pull off 2 circles ago, and now they're getting put under pressure by both Dingoes and Warriors.
Yes, and also I think Valdez will going to join the fight from the other side, but for now we're going to focus for Power 88, who's trying to clear the area. Look at this, the one who, no. Who is the one from Power 88 who do the very far away flank? They did the split 1-3, Power 88.
I don't know, to be fair. I'm not sure. I don't quite see it on my sidelines. Luckily for the players of Power AAA, Warriors were being kind of third-party by RNG, to be fair. Not out of the game just yet, Warriors, but it has slowed them down. to allow Power Triple 8 to focus a little bit more on dingoes as the blue zone's closing in on this phase 5. Ooh yeah, the tier 2 Chinese team wiped out the tier 1 Chinese team of Weibo Gaming are going to be climbing up onto the crater of La Bandita. This circle is absolutely fantastic. DRS are in the compound up on towards the hills overlooking La Bandita down on the south side of this phase 5 circle. They'll be hoping on a wing and a prayer that the circle stays in their favor. Grenades are gonna go flying. And that's Power Triple 8 wiping out warriors with a hell of a lot of mollies and a couple of grenades just to follow suit. That will allow Power Triple 8 to focus a little bit more as Pimburu gets knocked down at the hands of Yamao.
Yes, another gameplay from Yamao as the last man standing from Huya. Meanwhile, Dingo's Pemburu, got killed still from Power 88 aim. Too bad for Yamao. He got the knock, but another team got the kill. But for now, I think Yamao realized that another team is on their side, is on another side from him. The Yamao needs to find out another way. He cannot straightly going for Power 88 because he is alone. He cannot do it by himself. He just straightly turning back. But for now, Zeus Godless is being caught by XZ1. Another good gameplay, making another rotation from another team is being very chaos.
Yeah, a little bit careless from Zeus, to be fair. It's not like they're down to one player. They had a full squad up. There's no reason for them to kind of rotate one by one in some way, shape, or form, or at least one player on his own. DRS are going to be kind of gatekept on the circle a little bit by Zeus. However, that gatekeeping has been affected by not only RNG, but now Reject, who get a knock on Zeus. The last player, Reject, becoming a bit of a nuisance as he holds an anchor point in this circle on his own inside the buildings. The circle shifted to the west outside of most of La Bandita, but the western edge of, or western half of La Bandita is still in play as Valdez the Murder did opt to go inside of the actual La Bandita crater. HVNB also looking very healthy in this combat. I could see a HVNB chicken dinner come through.
Yeah, I think they got the chance for this game, I think. And for players for RNG, he got sandwich also, I think, for RNG. And DRS as well. What Gelsen got caught by player from Zeus, but I don't think he can be revived. Is they want to do the revive, they need to get a lot of setup because Gelsen already being locked by player from Zeus.
Yeah, I don't think you should go for the revive, to be fair. AJ should look to try and wrap around, but he has to go down the hill of La Bandita, right? And down that hill, he's just he's an open target for any of these teams, whether it's Zeus, whether it's Valdez the Murder, or whether it's the last player of Huya, to be fair. What I am kind of like is that Huya is down to one player, RNG still 3 players strong, because I really want to see this global team grab a chicken dinner in this game number 2. And with Weibo going down earlier on, that makes that possibility just a little bit higher.
Yeah, even though RNG is still there, but yeah, not full squad. Creating more hopes, I think, for the global teams. And for now, Ably, look at that shot! Oh my god, from Ably coming in again. Ably is a very good rusher as well from Zeus, but I think the players from the RS cannot go anywhere, already being locked. Gelsen just get revived, and also will get caught by Yimao! Yimao again!
Yeah, I thought that might be the case, to be fair. And although I get they did go for the revive, I don't know why they didn't just push down the hill with the buggy together, right? Because there's a much higher chance that they're going to survive as RNG are being blown to smithereens. Just one player left off the back of that rotation. HVMB punishing them. However, the circle has gone down south, and that last player from RG is still alive. But out of the 2 Chinese teams that are left in this game, both of them are left with only 1 player up. Reject have to move down that hill. Gonna chuck out a smoke that might actually expose his position. Zeus are getting the revive onto Icy. A little bit of a stalemate, and 77 looks to suppress Sarah of Reject.
Yeah, this is the 1v1 situation. I think Sarah, last man standing from Reject, is going to try to secure this compound, but 77 already know. Oh no, the Molotov! Oh, Sarah gets burned, and it is RNG once again gets another barbecue. Oh my god.
Man. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. That's a great defense coming out from the last player of RNG. He knew he had to not allow Sarah to get close to that kind of a one-on-one engagement. So using that Molotov was the right move.
Yeah.
He knew exactly where Sarah was. That Sarah was a little bit down on health, so he was going to be slow on that movement. And just really good play coming out from the final player of RNG. Picks up another point for his team as well, to be fair. Currently on 5 kills so far in this game as HVNB are being gifted towards these circle shifts so far in this game. They have nobody behind them. They can focus fully on what's in front of them, and having that 2-2 split is perfect.
Yes, all the splits are perfect, and look at that. Zeus is really on fire also in this game, and it's another kill coming in from Power 88. For now, Martin is just trying to reach his friend Goddard, but this is a very hard situation as well because there's also another player from Huya still surviving, and I think this is the chance for global teams to get the chicken dinner.
I definitely think it is. Power AAA are looking in a fine position as the circle centers up. HVMB, for the most part, still inside this one. Zeus are on the southern tip on their own, but it's a very open landscape where they kind of really have to go downhill to get into more of a controlling position. So they're going to have to try and play on the edges of the circle, maybe take that fight against the last player of RNG. They have the man advantage to pull that off, to be fair. The revive came on through onto Martin, so it does keep Valdez the murder up as a 2-man team. Yamau of Huya staying quiet in the comfort of his building as the last player of Dingo's also just staying quiet. Of course, time's ticking as the blue zone is going to start moving in, and a good few of these teams on the eastern side of the circle are going to have to move in.
Yeah, correct. And the circle will reveal where the teams will move or stay, but look at Yimao. Yimao already moved. He knows the circle is already pinching in, and he needs to run away for now, but he will not directly strike over there. He knows where he wants to spray, but that's it. Valdez the murder, eliminate Yimao.
Nice one, Jessica. Good stuff. I absolutely love it. Well played. Also good from Valdez. Great man advantage that they worked in their favor. It was good effort from Yamau, but it was always going to be hard, you know, taking on a 1v2 in that kind of situation. Now, as the circle is going to pop up, Power AAA are looking pretty powerful as they do hold on to the kind of edge of the crater fields that's stopping them from being attacked by HVMB. So that allows them to focus a lot more heavily on the last player of Dingo's. The 2-man team of Valdez and even Zeus up on towards the high ground. You do still have the final player of RNG. This is the final phase, and we have 6 teams left, 13 players alive.
Yeah, it's going to be the final fight, I think. And HVNB is still a full team. Still got full team, but oh, look at that! RNG is going to be what?
Ably, if you're gonna go for it, make sure you get those shots off by HVMB. I thought Power AAA were gonna be protected from HVMB, but HVMB are like, nah, we're moving out. We know exactly where we want to go. Goddard is gonna be left on his own for Valdez. The murders. Power AAA being put under a hell of a lot of pressure by HVMB, and knockdown is being put on towards by Gay as Power AAA are gonna be taken out. They are going to be out in 4th. 3 teams left up: Valdez, Zeus, and HVMB. We are going to see the very first global team chicken dinner in this game 2. Day number 2. It's been a long time coming. It hasn't quite been 84 years, but it's going to be a hell of a lot entertaining to see it come on through. And it is HVNB who are your chicken dinner winners in Miramar.
Yeah, congratulations! Finally, we saw the global teams from Vietnam coming in, gets the first chicken dinner in this Peace Elite Asia Invitational. What a nice gameplay, because they got the advantage also. They know they're still full squad, they can maintain their circle